Welcome to our weekly discussion of all things current in California politics. I'm Walt Gray, joined this week by Rich Eisen, editor-in-chief of Capital Weekly publication. Rich, always good to have you here on this Sunday morning. So Proposition 1, it's, as we talk now, barely ahead. It could go either way. A lot of people in rural areas not supporting this. They're not big fans of the governor.
Absolutely. I think there's no question that that's a big part of this. I think there's something else too, though. You know, we're at a time when the government is asking people for money or to redirect money, our trust in how government spends money is at an all-time low. So I think that absolutely has a role here, and absolutely I think a lot of the, as we've seen from the vote tally so far, a lot of the rural counties, they're not real happy with anything Gavin Newsom does. So I think that is probably playing a big role here as well.
Yeah, 58 counties in California, most of them are rural.
Absolutely.
So Steve Garvey, Adam Schiff, that showdown in November, Steve Garvey doesn't really have much of a chance. It's almost like fool's gold for him. So has he already accomplished what he set out to do?
Well, I mean, I don't know, because I really don't know what his goal was, because he can't possibly have thought he was going to win. Now, look, it's politics. Anything can happen. Highly, highly unlikely. What he did do, though, and it's certainly, I guess, maybe more what Adam Schiff did, by pulling Garvey up with his, essentially his ads promoting Garvey as a very serious threat, is he certainly amped up the Republican turnout, which had a big impact on races around the state. And a lot of Democrats did not get into the top two in their races, and that was a big surprise. And I think today Adam Schiff is probably pretty popular with the state party, but not so much with some of his colleagues who probably, were not expecting to not finish in the top two.
Right, you just assume it's going to be two Democrats in a runoff, but in this case it's not.
Yeah.
And early polls, are you feeling this too, where Schiff is up about 15 points over Garvey in November? Are you hearing that too?
Yeah, that's pretty standard. And again, I think, math is still math.
Yeah.
And in a state where Democrats outnumber Republicans by 2 to 1, it's highly unlikely that we're going to see anything really change on that front in November.
Yeah. So we're through the primary, where we expected a low turnout, and we got that. Was it as low as you thought? And what are you looking forward to in November?
Well, it was definitely as low as we feared it might be, around 30%. What it's going to turn out to be in November, it probably will be higher. I mean, you would like to think people understand, the stakes of a presidential election and that kind of thing. One thing we know from the primary, really poor turnout among young people. The turnout was much higher, as our good friend Paul Mitchell at Political Data always says, older, whiter, richer. Those are the three words that really describe this primary turnout the best. We will see very mediocre Dem turnout this time too. There's going to be some more effort to get more Dems out to the polls in the fall. We will see. We know the Republicans are going to be motivated. Yeah. So we're all going to be seeing what that turnout looks like.
Okay, Rich, thank you. If you'd like to reach out to Rich Eisen, you can do so at rich.eisen@capitalweekly.net.